Hello and welcome back. I'm Lincoln. Hey, this is day 10 of October, so that means today's prompt was Headstone. Now this is a pretty quick and simple and easy one. I try to keep this as brief as possible after the last couple days were pretty long videos. Alright, I'm going to put up the rest of the prompt list now. Hey, for anybody that's new here, you can see that the sculpt list is broken up into weeks. And I have it set up so you can use all the sculpts previously in the week to make a cool scene at the end. And you have a bonus sculpt if you feel up to it. Hey, if you guys would like to share anything that you've created, please use the hashtags at the bottom of the prompt list or in the description below, and I'll see your work online. Alright, let's grab your iPad, let's go make a headstone. Okay, let's go in and dump this out. We're going to add a box, and I'm going to kind of keep with the cartoon theme I've had going on. Been having a good time with that, so we'll just kind of stick with it. And remember, make that kind of thin, and we're going to go ahead and increase the subdivision a little bit now. It'll make things easier later down the road. And let's squeeze this down a little bit. And I was going to cut a shape out of this. Grab the trim tool and let's turn off symmetry, and I'm just going to use the polygon. And let's just cut this whole thing out. You know what, I'll do symmetry. Cut that, I like that. And then we're going to do another portion at the top. So let's add a cylinder. Got snapping on, let's give it a snap. Do the same thing, let's increase the subdivision. Validate it, squeeze it down. And just get this placed kind of where I want. That looks good right there, I like it. And we can just leave that inside, it won't hurt a thing, although it might be in the way later, so I guess we can go ahead and trim it off. It's not a big deal. Rectangle, turn off symmetry. Just trim it just below. Perfect. Now I want to give this a little bit more shape, so we're going to grab the mask tool and rectangle and just mask it all. Oh, wrong one. You need to click on this one. Mask, select it all, get it right in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to use the polygon tool and unmask. That will work. Unmask. Now we'll come over and grab the Gizmo tool. Squeeze it in. And then we'll unmask everything. There. Go back to Gizmo. Let's stretch it all out. There we go. That looks good. We'll take care of that jaggedness in just a second. Squeeze this out. There we go. And I must have had the wrong one selected, so we will trim this again. There we go. Alright. Click on this one. Let's see if we can smooth this off. Let's take a look at the wires. So it's still pretty rough. So let's take it up to about 500 somewhere. And I don't want edges sharp on this time. We're going to smooth it off anyway. I'm not worried about it looking perfect because I want it to look like it's been here for a while and weathered. So we'll work with this a little bit more. By the time we actually put some texture on this, what's left of this roughness will go away by the time we texture everything. Get rid of all this. Just kind of knock hard edges down. I like it. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this one. Let's do the same thing. I want to go a little bit of something on that, so let's solo that one. That's good enough for now. It's got a little bit of texture going on, and if you want to sharpen that up a little bit, let's go in and pretty much this one, and go back to the menu, grab crease, and just give that a little bit of a crease. And that's fine for now for what I want. Okay, now let's put some lettering in here. You know what? We'll go and finish the base. Let's add a couple boxes in here. Add a box. Clone that one, bring it down, just expand it a little bit, bring it out, suck it in a little, and just bring it down. Perfect. That's a nice one right there. I like that. Now this one, we're gonna do something a little different. Let's grab the solo on that one, go to the front, and can go and validate that one. Select mask and rectangle, no symmetry. Grab just, let's see, right there. Oh, unmasked again. Right about halfway, and that's blurred pretty good. So if we expand it, oh, because I have the wrong one on. So I need to go into mask, go into the brush icon and front facing vertex only. We'll turn that off for now. We'll unmask everything. Make sure that's still on. Yep, okay. Go to the front view. Mask a little bit. There we go. It's perfect. I just wanted a straight up part like that, and maybe a little bit like that. That works. All right, mask. Let's clear the mask. Go to the front. And trim rectangle right there. All right, solo it. That's perfect. So now we just need to adjust this a little bit. Forward, and there we go. And this one we need to increase the mesh, yes. Increase the mesh. Smooth tool, let's grab those corners, bring the size down. Now this, I'm just knocking the hard edge off, and that's all we gotta do, just real quick. And that's a pretty cool headstone. Now I'm gonna go hop out and go into Procreate, and we will go to gallery that I'm in, and I'll put a link in here if you haven't been in Procreate making any alphas. Not a big deal. I've got a pretty good video on how to do it. So this one's 500 by 500 pixels, 300 dots per inch, and just a black canvas, and that makes a really good one. Okay, let's go in. Now that we've got the canvas, make sure that we're on pure white. Double tap on there. Go in, we'll add. We're in the add already. Add text. And I already want copper plate. Let's go. Like that looks good. Go to keyboard. Make sure you're on uniform, and we'll just get this in the middle. That's dead center right there, and that's if you have snapping on right there. You'll get those yellow lines. Alright, so that's done. Let's go up here to the wrench icon, share, JPEG, save files, Nomad alphas, save. And we'll keep both because I didn't name it. It's just another one's in there named. Okay, now I'm going to go in here real quick. I'm going to, after it's auto saved, I'm just going to go ahead and save it again just in case. We'll save it, yes, because we need to close this out. So we'll close it out, click back in, not that one, click back into Nomad. Now we should have our alpha, so we'll go up here and go to stamp, change the alpha to rest in pieces, and we'll put that right in here. And we need to turn off symmetry, and we need to do some adjustments. So the scaling is way too big. Now everything inside that red circles, I'm sure you guys probably already know, that's where everything goes. Okay, so let's try that again. There we go, that's better. So I'm going to put it up here. Now to get it centered, what I'm going to do is come here and grab all of these. We're going to turn the grid on, and I'm going to just rotate everything over. So we'll go to the gizmo. Whoops. I need to have snapping on. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to drop it, and move it down, probably about right there. And that'll give me a good point so I can see where I'm at. So we're going to click on this one, should be the one I want. Now we'll use the stamp brush and get right in the center. There we go. So that's still a little pixelated. Let's see what the smooth brush does to it. That's pretty good. And it'll look better if we do the stamp and we do sub. So let's try that again. There we go. I like it. And we'll do the smooth brush. I'm going to turn the intensity down so it'll just knock the edges off. There we go. Alright, so that's that. Now, if we want to texture this, we'll go in and grab the texture brush, which I have a stamp brush, which is the same thing. It's just cloned. So we'll go into texture and see what I got for texture. I don't want that one. I need just like a grainy one. I think that one works pretty good right there. Yeah, it's the pebble. And like I said, if you guys don't have this, you can go check out my other videos. I'll have a link in here for it. So we'll just grab this and pull it all over the place. Now that's, you know, this is kind of cartoony texture, and that's on purpose. So now I'm going to do one more thing to add in here. We'll go in to the menu here, and we're going to add the scene and grab this guy, add the skull in, and he's obviously massive, so let's make him down a little bit smaller size. And where I got snaps, I'm going to snap it. I'm going to put him, I would put him here, but I think I'm going to put him down here just because of the shape of the tombstone. So we'll put him here. And since it's on a tombstone and it's relief, we'll squeeze it down a little bit, flatten it, because it'll just look a little better on there. And just Make it fun. Alright. Squeeze a little more. There we go. That looks good. Now obviously we need to cut the back off. You either trim it or you can use the move brush, the inflate brush, all kinds of stuff. So we gotta go in and turn that all off. So the skull, now this is gonna be a little different because this menu is different. I'm in 1.66 in the beta test. So you would have the separate area, and it's a little bit different than this. It's down here, but this is how you get to it in the new version. It doesn't want to do it, so this is a little bit different. This has the children and parents in here, so as soon as they release a new version, you'll have access to this, and it is super cool, especially when you get to doing any kind of, you know, moving and posing. It's amazing. All right, so let's put all these stone pieces together. Got all of those. I'm going to go ahead and just merge them. This is good enough. So we can join them. And we'll just put that headstone. Okay. And just do a quick paint. Oh, we'll have to go into lit so we can see what we got going on. And I will go to just a gray, but we need to be kind of a matte finish. You know, oops. That's good right there. Paint all. All right. And then if you wanted to do, I will probably end up doing a little bit more to this, but that kind of gets your basic headstone going. And I think to do this, I'm going to go ahead and do all the skull pieces, and we'll just paint that a gray as well. That should be a gray, but maybe paint a little bit darker gray just to make it stand out a little bit. And paint all. And maybe I'll take the, I don't know, maybe take the eyes out. Yeah, there we go. We'll just leave it just like that. Okay, hope you guys had fun making this headstone. Please like and subscribe if you're liking these videos, and I will see you next time. Alright, thanks.